Hello, everyone. My name is Nick Wong, and I'm partnering up with.
Dylan, what's up, everybody? Missed you.
Today, we're going to start you off with a picture of the iPhone 5, and we're going to talk about the specs and what it looks like and stuff. As you may have noticed, right off the bat, the iPhone 5 is a bit bigger than the iPhone 4S. Another thing that you may have also recognized is that the headphone jack is located on the bottom left this time instead of on the top. Another significant change that they made to the iPhone 5 is that the charger port is actually significantly more small. So I don't know what they're going to do with that, but it's a lot different than any of the other iPhone products or Apple products. As you'll see, the SIM card is on the right. As you can see in this picture, the finish is more of a metal brushed look instead of a glass look.
What do you think about it? Do you like it better?
Actually, I do like the brushed metal look better. So, what about you? What do you think?
It looks a little bit more solid, like it could take a little bit more. I don't know. It looks more professional.
Hope status.
Alright. So moving on, we could see that there is a teardown of what the supposed iPhone 5 will look like. And so we have a bunch of parts here. It's all in Chinese, so I'm going to have to kind of guess around what these things are. I mean, Nick could try and read it out, but I don't think he's going to.
No, I might be Chinese, but I can't. Although I will give them props. I will have an add-in. You see the part on the top left? That kind of looks like a little gun figure, and the other one looks like a stick man right next to it. So
You're retarded.
Asians come up with different patterns.
Alrighty then. Alright, so alright, so you see the iPhone 5 screen right here. The screen, it's called casing, I guess. It's that 5-inch, not 5-inch, the 4-inch screen.
Not that big.
Alrighty then. You have the home buttons here, the white iPhone home button and the black iPhone home button. You have that SIM card, as you saw before, that goes on the right. It's the little SIM tray. You have what I believe is the headphone jack here. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I'm guessing it is. Up here you have your...
Stick figure has a broken leg.
Here it looks like you have your volume up and down buttons, as well as your mute switch here. So all this will go into the phone, I'm assuming. But on the left here, I'm not really sure what that is. That's just, that's just there. It goes in the phone, most likely. And then on the left here, I'm assuming that just goes in the phone, as it'll go around the back. But yeah, so those are some of the parts that will be in the iPhone 5.
In this picture, you'll see the iPhone 4S battery and the iPhone 5 battery. The difference between the iPhone 4S and the iPhone 5 battery is that the iPhone 4S battery is not as big as the iPhone 5 battery. That being because the iPhone 4S battery is only 1432 milliamp hour battery. The iPhone 5 battery is bigger because it holds 1440 milliamp hours, which is, it'll need that kind of battery power because it has a bigger screen, the LTE, and it just has so much more to give. Another thing that this battery will be needed for is the A5X chip, which will be in the new iPhone 5, and we'll be talking about that later. In this picture, you'll see the battery placed in the iPhone 4S, along with this picture where it compares the iPhone 4S size to the iPhone 5 size. As you can see, the iPhone 5 is indeed bigger than the iPhone 4S by 0.5 inches.
Alright, and moving on, we're going to start talking about the dock connector, the new charger port and all that. Went from a 30-pin dock connector, which has been going on since the first Apple products in the early 2000s or mid-2000s, whenever it was. From the early iPods to when the iPhone came out and to the iPhone 4S. But news is that they're going to reduce it to an 8-pin connector, or around an 8-pin connector. It's going to look like this. Just a little, I don't know if this is official or if it's an official leak or something like that. Somebody could have taken what the pin connector would look like and just put it onto a USB cord. But this is what the pin connectors will look like next to the USB, so you can actually see how small they are. It's just 8 pins as opposed to their old 30 pins, which were pretty good size. As you can see in the bottom of the iPhones, they're pretty big, as you'll see in a picture later. But yeah, so that's the new size that you'll see.
So Dylan, is that the same as the default micro USB for the other smartphones? It's close,
but it's not really the same. It's a little bit bigger. Apple has a need for more pins than the micro USB offers, so that's why they initially had the 30-pin connector, but they're kind of minimalizing it to, I guess that's the right word, to the 8-pin connector, which it's a lot smaller, but it's bigger than the micro USB. It's a little bit more rounded. It's not as micro, I guess you could say.
Then, so what do you think is going to happen with the future iPods and stuff? Do you think that they're going to have this kind of installation as well?
Yeah, I think that all Apple products from now on, because they try to keep it kind of in unity, that all their products have exactly the same thing. Like they all had the click wheel for a while. Now they all have just the home button, pretty much. The iPod and the iPhone just have the home button. But yeah, I'd see them all having the same connector from now on, I guess.
That'd be cool. It'll be different if you have an older one then.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to have to either buy adapters or, I don't know, man, that sucks. I'm pretty pissed at it.
Alright, well, in this picture, as you can see, what we talked about earlier is the bottom part. You got your headphone jack at the bottom, and the charger is a bit smaller, and the speakers are different now. I don't really know how it's going to make it better or if it's going to make it worse, but it does look pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be the different. It just looks a little bit cool. I don't know. It might just fit the brushed metal look better. I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
That makes perfect sense. But so take us off.
I guess. So we're moving on to the logic board, which is one of the last things we're going to talk about here. This is just a brief glimpse of what will be inside the iPhone 5. We're not going to go into what the logic board does, but this is part of what will be inside of it, and it'll also be supporting the new iPhone 5X, which is, I guess, just a rumor right now, but it's pretty much confirmed that it will be supporting the iPhone, the A5X chip, which
I hope it does.
which is inside the new iPad, and it lets it show the bigger graphics, and it really just enables everything to work greatly. And that's why you kind of need the bigger battery, and you're also gonna have that bigger screen. It's just looking to be a great phone, especially with the new faster chip. Like the A4 was a giant step, and moving to the A5 chip instead of the A4, it'll be even crazier.
There's going to be a lot of more stuff that they're probably going to be able to do.
A lot more.
Better cameras, like kind of ish. I don't know.
They'll probably keep the camera the same. They've improved it a lot. I don't know. If you go much bigger, I think you're gonna have to have a giant lens on it or something.
Hey man, 3D FaceTime. It's bound to happen.
Dude, oh man, I didn't even think about that. That'd be awesome. Just a glimpse of what the iPhone 5 will look like. And speaking of the connector that I forgot to mention before, the connector will probably be in the new iPad Mini, which is supposed to be coming out soon.
Oh really?
Yeah, since that's coming out soon, especially since it's supposed to be smaller, it would only make sense they have a smaller connector as well. But it'll probably have a lot of these same features that they have in the 5 and the Mini. Kind of what it'll look like. It's not confirmed, but that's, as close to confirmed as you're going to get without it having actually be announced.
That looks really sleek right there. I don't know.
I'm kind of excited for it. So it'll most likely be, as far as the past goes from experience or just from what they've done before, it's probably going to be $199 for the 16 gig, and then someone from there like $299 for the 32 gig, blah blah blah. Oh, there will most likely be. They'll most likely just continue what they did before. Get rid of the 8 gig, and they'll have a 64 gig included for what will probably be $399, which is ridiculous. But what are you gonna do?
Well, if you're gonna get an iPhone, might as well max that out.
I know, right? Just spend all your money. Get all Apple-y on you. All right, but yeah.
Yeah. Well.
So it's just a little overview of what all the rumors are and the specs are and all that good stuff about the iPhone 5 that should be released sometime in September. It's rumored that the press conference will be on September 12th, I believe it is, as of right now. And then should be released sometime in late September. Keep your fingers crossed that it'll be sometime in September and not in October, November, or something like that. They'll do their best to screw us over, but still have them get our money.
Yeah, of course that is.
Why not?
Let's play it back, dude. That sucks.
They're gonna make some money on that new dock connector. You have to buy adapters and all that stuff. You have to buy new everything. You can't use old cases.
I know, right?
I'm not that you can anyway, because it'll be a bigger screen. But whatever. but yeah. So hopefully we'll have
Well,
some. What's that?
with the bigger screen, you think it's still going to have the same pixel or what? It's still
Yeah,
going to be.
it'll most.
I can only imagine it'll still be HD, obviously, but
It'll still have the Retina display. It'll just be a bigger version of the Retina display. I guess 0.5 bigger.
all right. Well, it'll be a bigger screen to watch in the car when you're taking a trip.
I know, right? I'm hoping that the battery's good. All I want is the battery to be good, the A5 to be a little bit better, and the screen to be.
It better be a lot better. That's
I mean, I was hoping
extra
for.
step in the chip, dude.
Yeah, I was hoping the screen would be 4.3 inches, but it looks like we're only going to get like a 4.0. But what do you
Well, then it'd be like tearing a brick in your pocket. But
I guess. I mean, like the Evo is 4.3. A lot of this, like if you look at like what's it called? Is it the Galaxy, the Dell Streak? I believe it was. That was like a 4.7 inch. You got some crazy sizes. I like the bigger screen, especially if you have the Retina display.
Yeah,
It'd be like an iPad Mini. That'd be awesome. All right. Yeah. Hopefully we'll have some new videos coming out soon. Try to do it like once a week, maybe twice a week. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But we got a new host / co-host. Instead of the old Ginger, we got the new emo kid.
I may be Asian, but I still have a soul, so it's okay.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes from here. We're going to try and get the Twitter account back up and running. Maybe get the website back up again. I'm not sure even where. I don't even know where that went as of right now. But we're going to have to kick everything back up. So go ahead and subscribe down below. Leave a comment. Thumbs up if you're excited. Yeah, definitely thumbs up and click the like button or whatever you want to do if you're excited for the iPhone 5.
Same thing, dude.
I mean, it's all the same stuff for every video. But so go ahead and let us know what you think down below if you're excited for the iPhone 5 or if you're just going to stick with like the Evo 3D, which I don't know why you would do that. If you're going to stick with like the Galaxy S3 or something else like that. Definitely leave us your opinion down below. Anything you want to say before we go?
But you should do it.
Anything else you want to say before we sign off?
That's where you should sign off.
I'm Dylan.
I'm Nick.
You've just been TikToked.
iPhone 4 battery. Not as good as the iPhone 5. What you got with the iPhone 5 here is a bigger battery, bigger power, more man.
Hey, what are you, Willie Mays? Not Willie Mays. It's Billy Mays.
As you can see on this picture, on the iPhone 5, shit. Okay. Okay.
Come on.
I got this. Okay. In this picture, on the left, you'll see the iPhone 4S battery. It's just shit.
It's just shit.
Hey guys, my name is Nick Wong, and I'm actually hosting. Not really. Hey everyone, my name is Nick Wong, and I am going to introduce myself. I just did. Okay. My name's Nick. No. Today I'm going to lead you off with the iPhone 5. Okay, that's not a proper sentence.